crossbreeding experiments, mysterious cases of unusual births, evolution taking weird turns, or unbelievable mutations in genes. Whatever the reason, some animals simply become so different from their normal selves that they make us question what we're looking at. Get yourself ready to watch why some people in Kenya got afraid of this scary animal. Piglet with a human face. Sometimes nature disturbs us by showing some of its truly bizarre creatures, and this little piggy is one of them. With an elephant-like trunk and a human-like face, this mutant piglet was born in a remote village in China and left everyone in a complete shock. The unusually deformed animal was filmed opening and closing its mouth, apparently gasping for it, as its tongue could be seen hanging on one side. This odd creature was a result of mutations during the embryonic stage, but locals see it as a sign of good fortune. Since it was born very weak, this tragic piglet could only survive for 2 days. Demon Face Goat. As bizarre as the title suggests, this baby goat was born with such terrifying features that locals were convinced to call him a demon-faced goat. With protruding eyes on its deformed, flat face, the kid was a stillbirth and left everyone on the farm in a deep surprise. The rest of its body was normal, and it only had contortions in the head. The malformed animal was born in a small Argentinian town and generated plenty of buzz throughout the internet, because even after investigation, researchers are unable to find the actual cause of this major deformity. Giraffe with deformed jaws. Have you ever thought that even these gentle giants can be born with such major malformations? Captured for the very first time, this is a giraffe with a deformed mouth. With its jaws crossed in a fairly bizarre way, the cow giraffe was seen wandering through the Kruger National Park in Africa. Although it was a major distortion, the female giraffe was defying all the odds and was eating very well. She was adapted very well to her situation and learned to own her uniqueness. Dog without neck. A body that appears to have been chopped in half, this dog is literally a miracle. Known as Pig, the adorable pet was born with several deformities that gave it a new look. The short, neckless body of Pig is supported by its gangly legs. This pup was born with 3 littermates and was smaller than its siblings. Its spine is about 7 inches shorter than normal and wavy, with many bones fused together. Sometimes, Pig loses its balance and topples over like a toddler, but this beautiful dog is never seen giving up. Due to its distinctive looks, it's almost impossible not to stare at the dog. Also, its playful behavior will force you to stop and cuddle with it. Cat with no eyes. It might look like a distressing one, but trust me, it would be the cutest animal you would have ever seen. Meet Jasper, the Sphinx cat that was born just like other cats. But unfortunately, it became a victim of feline herpes, a highly contagious virus that causes flu and infection in cats. Luckily, the cat survived, but it left Jasper with hollow eye sockets. The cat had to have its eyes removed. Seeing its beautiful cat with no eyes was the saddest thing for its owner, but it didn't stop her from loving Jasper. Also, Jasper has learned to live without eyes and loves to spend its days happily cuddling and following around his human mom. Conjoined piglet. A farmer in a remote village in Thailand was stunned after one of its pigs gave birth to a conjoined twin. With 4 legs and 2 heads, the one male and female were born conjoined at the stomach and head. This pair of conjoined twins was believed to be the first case on his farm. Both piglets were fed separately from the others in the litter, as they were unable to run for milk from the mother. Both were born healthy, but tragically the male couldn't make it to survive long, leaving the female battling to survive. One-eyed kitten. This creature looks like some Greek mythical creature ready to wreak havoc on Earth, but it's not what you're thinking. A few years back, a Bengal cat gave birth to 3 kittens, out of which 2 were perfectly healthy, but one of them was completely different. This baby cat was suffering from holoprosencephaly, a rare disorder in which the brain doesn't divide properly, causing it to have only one eye and no nose. The Cyclops kitten survived only a few hours after it was born, which shows how twisted the work of nature can get. I'm sure it's up there in heaven playing with its favorite toys. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Two-headed black cat. Black cats are always seen as a bad omen, but what if I show you something even more eerie? Here's a black cat with 2 heads. Cats are known to have 9 lives, and one wanted to live 2 in 1. At first, the owner of this cat thought it was a sign of being stuck with a huge disaster. Also, netizens claim that the cat is a bearer of message for ending times, but that was actually not the case. This is a conjoined cat. These siblings loved each other so much in the womb that they simply refused to separate and share one body. 3-legged dog. This dog likes to walk upright just like us humans. Meet Dexter, the 3-legged dog that was born with 4 legs just like other canines. But at the age of 1, it met with an accident and was timely rescued. The fatal incident caused damage to its front legs. The right one was completely amputated, and the left leg was saved. However, it wasn't entirely functional. Despite losing its leg, Dexter has never stepped back in its life, and walks on its hind legs about 85 to 90% of the time. Dexter has now adapted to its new life as a tripod dog, and is often seen delighting internet users with his unique stride. 4-legged chick. Normally, chickens can be seen running and hopping on 2 legs, and they can run pretty fast with them. They don't even have any trouble walking. But this little chick wanted an extra pair of legs, most probably just to enhance its speed. The chick was born completely healthy at a farm, and its owner was completely baffled to see it. The legs can be seen coming out from its back. We're not sure if the chick uses these legs, but it definitely got some attention because of it. Chihuahua with no jaw. How melodious this pet is! Meet Pepe Le Pew, a 12-year-old Chihuahua that's become an internet sensation due to its extraordinary singing skills. It may look like a cute puppy, but it's living with a major piece missing. Pepe lost its lower jaws and teeth during a fight, making it difficult for Pepe to chew food. Vets believe the dog would not be able to survive long. However, Pepe not only survived, but also turned its major disability into fame. Despite losing jaw, Pepe can alter sound and sing in various variations. Pepe is now a little singing sensation that has become popular on social media due to its dulcet tones and squealing sound. Alien deer. You might think deers are cute, harmless creatures, but this alien deer will certainly prove you wrong. These muntjac deers have eerie-looking glands on their face, and they bark. Yeah, you heard that right, a deer that barks. Even if it looks like the deer has some deformity or it's hurt, it's just a part of its healthy body. These are scent-producing glands that they use for marking territory. The glands pop out when the deer is pacing its waist or when it feels excited. So, if you ever come across one and it touches you with that alien gland, just know that it's marking you as its own. Romantic, isn't it? Or it'll be the second scenario, which in that case, kindly look away, please. Winged cat. Does this cat actually have wings? Or is it just trying to mimic birds? Well, I must say that it's now time for birds to move to some other planet. It may appear fake, but this cat actually has wings. And there's a completely scientific reason behind it, according to which this rare condition is due to mutations during the embryonic stage, which results in the development of extra appendages, and in some cases, they may appear as wings. But in reality, these are just underdeveloped limbs with muscles and nerve fibers. But luckily, it doesn't cause any damage to the body, and gives a complete angelic look to the cat. Elephant with hole in the head. Life is not the same for everyone, at least for this elephant. With a bizarre opening right in front of its huge trunk, this huge mammal has become a center of concern for many wildlife biologists after it was spotted first in 2021. Meet Renzikiel, the female elephant that was found breathing through this massive hole with slanted eyes hidden beneath the folded skin. Many believed it was a result of some predatory attack, but according to zoologists, it was born like that. However, Ranzakiel has accepted nature's challenge and has learned to survive with its major disability. Cat with Down syndrome. Remember Pig, the short-bodied dog? Now let me show you another adorable animal with a short body and unique features. This is Downy, the cat that is among those rare felines which are born with a disorder similar to humans. Down syndrome, a genetic disorder that is associated with developmental delays and along with affecting brain functions also causes alterations in physical features. Most animals with such disorders are abandoned at the time of birth, but Downy is lucky to have a caring owner. Not just Downy, but another kitten named Willow with Down syndrome was discovered wandering around the streets and was adopted by a special needs teacher, and now enjoys a happy life with other pets. Six-legged cat. We've all heard of such animals that either have missing limbs or are born with some extra limbs, but Polly is exceptional. Born as a six-legged feline and found in a quite dirty condition, it was rescued by a vet who was shocked to see the cat carrying extra weight. It was believed that this additional set of legs was a result of the poor development of conjoined twins that failed to divide properly. These extra limbs were not completely functional. Polly was moved to an animal care center, and surgery is expected to remove the extra appendages so that it can enjoy a normal life. Kitten without nose. If a cat with wings is an angel cat, what do you call a cat without a nose? Because next on the list is this cute and tiny kitten that was born without a nose. This baby cat was born in a litter of 3 other kittens and was believed to be a premature delivery. And this kitten was the only one born with such a deformity. Along with a missing nose, its head was not properly developed, which gave it a completely different look. After rejection by its mother, the kitten with special needs was rescued by a kind-hearted lady who's determined to keep the kitten alive by taking care of it. Albino single-eyed turtle. A short clip with another unique creature. An albino one-eyed turtle. This little guy with an utterly bizarre condition was spotted venturing into the waters after emerging from its nest along with its other siblings. Among the group of other green turtles, this was the only albino reptile with a single eye on the front of its head, which was making it look like a tiny minion. According to biologists, this unique appearance was a result of mutation during growth, and mostly animals don't survive. Yet this tiny turtle proved them wrong and was miraculously found alive. Two-tailed kangaroo. Nature occasionally astounds us with marvels that one must see again and again to believe. And this Australian boxer, with its peculiar looks, has sparked many queries among internet users, and I'm sure it'll also cause you to scratch your head too. Generally, a kangaroo has a long and strong tail. This particular animal was found with a tiny thin tail-like growth protruding from its back. Surprisingly, it was moving too. Since the kangaroo shortly left the scene, nothing more about its second tail could be known. If any one of you out there has further details, kindly let us know by commenting below. T-Rex dog. Born with a major piece missing, but still the happiest one. Meet Pippin, the adorable puppy from Florida that has a birth defect. It was born with no front legs. Due to the absence of its front legs, it walks like a T-Rex and jumps like a bunny. Aside from this, Pippin is completely normal, happy, and a healthy puppy that likes to play just like other pets. Watching the lively dog enjoying its life, its owner is planning to get it a set of wheels, but only when it's fully grown. Twisted face dog. We've often heard of animal mothers rejecting their newborns with deformities, but have you ever heard of a mother attacking her infant? This is exactly what happened to this poor puppy, despite the fact it was born healthy. Meet Brody, which was just 13 days old when its mother bit its head, leaving it with severe cranial and facial injuries. Luckily, Brody survived, but with growing age, its jaws fused, and due to its slanted facial features, it is often dubbed dog with a wonky face. This actual survivor was adopted by a loving couple who wanted Brody to become a rescue dog so that it can help people with disabilities. Dog with missing snout. The 18-month-old Romanian street dog named Moaka was only a puppy when it got struck by a train and lost its snout. However, it was timely rescued and was taken to a hospital where it underwent major surgery. Its recovery wasn't easy, but it made a miraculous improvement. Despite a painful life, Moaka never gets distressed about its disabilities and is always seen trying to fix its defects. This cute canine loves to eat, drink, and play, and due to its playful behavior, has become a celebrity in its local hometown. Five-legged cat. Polydactyl cats, or cats born with more than the usual number of toes on their paws, aren't that uncommon. But a five-legged cat? Now that's super rare. Lou is a 7-year-old house cat that might look like an obese cat, but this kitten, along with an extra leg, has a condition that doesn't allow it to extend fully, so it mostly pulls itself around with its front legs. According to biologists, its fifth leg could have been from a random genetic defect, or perhaps remnants of a conjoined twin. Apart from these major disorders, Lou also has some health issues and was expected to live only a few days, but defied all the odds and loves to explore the outside world. Pig with two snouts. Now we have another disturbing footage of a strange piglet with two snouts. The animal with additional organs was born in China and shocked its owner with its two snouts and three eyes. Its three eyes were equally distributed on the left, right, and center of the forehead. These kinds of mutations occur during the development of an embryo when it fails to divide properly. Despite being afraid of the creature's bizarre appearance, its owner can't hold back from loving it. Since its deformity makes it difficult for the piglet to eat, its owner is hand-rearing the pig. Pig with two legs. Just have a look at another oddity from China. This unique piglet was born handicapped. Two of its back legs were missing, so it was abandoned by its mother. Usually, babies born with such significant deformity don't live long. But this animal not just survived, but also effortlessly overcame adversity by walking around on his two front legs, with his backside pointing skywards. Now, this 4-month piglet is often seen walking vertically on its front legs. Due to its bravery, the piglet has earned the name Zhu Jiangchong, which means strong-willed pig. 7-legged sheep. Life becomes difficult for animals born with missing body parts. But here, this tiny sheep is also putting effort to walk, even though it has all 4 legs. It's time to introduce one more animal from China that has baffled its owner after it was born. In addition to 4 normal legs, the lamb was also having some extra weight hanging from its body in the form of extra legs. The owner first decided to amputate the legs, but then he went against it as he didn't want his lamb's uniqueness to be removed. That was a 1 in 7 million sheep born with extra limbs. Chicken with extra legs. If this sheep with extra limbs didn't send chills down your spine, I'm sure this one will. A chicken with 4 legs. Seems quite freaky, doesn't it? This short video shows a chicken that appears to have an extra set of legs coming out of a tube below the chicken's tail. This rare hen was thought to have been suffering from polymelia, which means it developed 2 extra legs during the embryonic stage. But this didn't stop this hen from enjoying its life, as this particular hen is always seen wandering around with its additional set of legs. Chick with cross beak. Watching a bird with extra legs isn't all that strange, as it's not going to affect its eating. Just think about this little chicken with a severe beak problem. This particular bird quickly grabbed attention as it was born with a cross beak. Its upper and lower beaks were not aligned and were overlapping each other. This malformation made it difficult for the bird to eat or drink, as it was unable to open and close its mouth properly. But this lucky chicken has a very kind-hearted master who always helps it fill its appetite through syringe feeding. dog with facial deformities. Meet these two dogs who are best friends. Picasso was born with a twisted snout, and Newt lost its upper jaw after being bit by its mother. They both met when a kind-hearted guy decided to adopt these precious pups and give them the best life. In a very short time, they became best friends and are really inseparable. They eat and play together and get to enjoy their lives in the best way. Picasso and Newt both have deformities, but still manage to live a normal life. They showed us how love and support can uplift anyone. Monkey with huge hands. It might look like this baby monkey has a superpower of having extra strength in his hands, but unfortunately, that's not the case. The poor monkey is suffering from some illness that has caused its hands to get so swollen up. It might look cool to have a super strength hand, but it can be painful for the monkey. It can be seen dragging its arm around and doesn't use it as much as the other arm. We're not sure if the arm hurts or not, but it certainly is an eerie sight to watch. Hopefully, some person will give this monkey proper treatment to fix its hand. Frog with 7 legs. Frogs perfectly hop around with 4 legs, but these frogs wanted some extras, maybe for an extra big jump. The frog was found by a chef in China and amazed everyone with its unusual looks. It has 3 extra legs on the front end of its body and can be seen sitting perfectly at the end of the video, indicating that it doesn't have any problem with the extra pair of legs. Another baby frog was found by a girl. It has 3 legs on its back. This deformity might have happened when a twin frog was not divided properly in the womb. Kangaroo dog. This is Joey, a kangaroo dog. Joey was born without its front legs, but it didn't let that stop it from living a good life. Instead, Joey learned how to hop like a kangaroo. And not only does it hop like a kangaroo, it somewhat even looks like one. The dog needed some special help, as it was special itself. So it was adopted by Erica, an animal rescuer. Joey had never let this major deformity come in its way of living. It plays with other dogs and hops around. It loves playing with sticks and sunbathing at beaches. Dog without limbs. Dogs are loving animals and they never give up. Zhou also proved to have a strong will for life. It was born without its legs and still managed to move around. Where most of dogs learn to walk, this dog learned to squirm around. The dog still runs around the house with its fellow dogs and loves to play. It looks like a big fur ball just moving around on the floor. The kind-hearted owners did not abandon the pup and decided to keep it with them. Zhou sometimes looks out the window, maybe waiting for a miracle to happen that can bring back its legs. Zombie deer. This deer simply refused to die. Well, they are the food options for several apex predators, so it's natural to be this stubborn. Maybe it's wearing some apex predator's heart he killed last year like a trophy around its neck. Even though it might look like the deer's heart is hanging out of its body, luckily that's not the case. This poor creature has some kind of tumor hanging from its chest, and still, it's walking around like nothing's wrong. Just look at it staring at the camera. It's like the deer is saying, "It's not even a big deal, it's just a scratch, chill, human." The deer just carries on with its life, not getting bothered by a big sack of tumor. Poor deers. Now this is an eerie-looking deer. You might remember deers to be cute, innocent creatures just hopping around, but certain diseases can make them look like zombie creatures straight out of a horror movie. This deer is suffering from a chronic wasting disease, in which some parts of the brain are damaged, causing loss of body progression. It mostly affects deer and elk. This deer has several tumors hanging from its body, and it looks kind of confused. Some think that the disease might spread to humans. So, if you don't want a zombie apocalypse, don't hunt such a deer. Animals with extra eyeballs. This cat surely looks normal, but wait a second. It has 2 eyeballs in 1 eye. The cat can surely see more than we do. Maybe it even knows something. This happens because of polychoria, a rare genetic mutation in which the eye forms 2 irises. In some cases, each pupil reacts to light and functions independently of the other one. This husky also has 3 irises in 1 eye. and most probably it can perfectly see from each iris. We think that the dog might be able to look at more things at one time. Would you like to have such power? Like to watch 2 screens at one time, perhaps? Baboon with alopecia. With a majestic gait and creepy personality, this creature most certainly looks like the right hand of the devil. If I were to cross paths with this creature, I would most certainly change my path. But fear not, it's not some out-of-the-world creature looking to hunt people. It's a baboon. And yes, I know you remember baboons to be a bit more hairy, brown, and, well, fatter. But sadly, this baboon suffers from alopecia, a disease which caused it to lose all of its hair, making it perfect for a role in some horror movie. Pitbull with no nose. Meet Khaleesi, a pitbull that proved that no matter what the situation, you can survive. Although the pitbull is seen as an aggressive and dangerous breed, this poor pup is nowhere near that description. Khaleesi lost its nose and several bones in its face that gave it an odd look. It even has a broken back, ribs, and kneecap. Veterinarians could not figure out what made the dog so badly injured, but it certainly looks in a lot of pain. Luckily, Khaleesi was adopted by a kind-hearted lady, and that lady was putting efforts to get it a surgery that will successfully provide it with a prosthetic nose. Khaleesi has a happy forever home, where it will be cared for and gets all the love it deserves. Camel with BOTOX. Plastic surgeries don't go wrong just in humans. They can drastically affect animals too if it's not done right. Yeah, you heard that right. BOTOX for camels. This poor camel can be seen with a seriously disfigured mouth. This happened when it was given Botox plastic surgery to look better for a beauty contest in Saudi Arabia. Camels with big lips are seen as beautiful over there, but in the chase of looking better, this camel sadly lost its properly functioning mouth. Cow with 2 mouths and 4 horns. Cows are known to be majestic animals. With big bodies and strong horns, these creatures are loved by humans. But this cow decided to go for a different look. It not only has extra horns, but an extra face too. Most of the time, the animals do not survive in such cases. But this one clearly managed to make it to adulthood. Hairless, spectacled bear. This creature surely looks like a demon out of some horror movie. You might even get terrors at night by looking at it. But you don't have to worry. It's not some mystical creature or demon coming for you. This strange-looking sun bear was captured in a zoo in Leipzig, Germany, and it turned out to be affected by a disease that caused it to lose all of its hair. The creature was a sight of amusement for many who visited there. Looks like humans aren't the only ones who have to worry about hair loss. At least we don't turn into demons after losing ours. Glowing bunnies. Bunnies are cute and lovely creatures, but we humans simply can't leave nature on its own. Meet these baby bunnies that can glow in the dark, all thanks to scientists. We don't know why they thought the bunny would need such a feature, but they were surely successful in making them glow. This was done in a laboratory when the scientists injected the glowing gene of a jellyfish into the bunnies. These glow-in-the-dark bunnies are a sign of how science can manipulate nature. Thank God they didn't create giant mutant evil bunnies. This bizarre photo of a creature with some odd features was posted a few years back on the internet. It contains a strange-looking animal that, according to some sources, was delivered by a pig on a farm in Kenya. The newborn animal had some human features, with some of its body parts similar to that of a pig. People, after watching the human-pig hybrid, started speculating it was nature's malfunction, and were quite terrified. However, after a few days, the mystery behind it was resolved. This human-pig hybrid turned out to be nothing but a hoax. This creature was made of rubber and silicone by a famous Italian artist who wanted people to think about the horrors of crossbreeding experiments. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.